Hey you guys, Jason up, New Age Revolution. Popping on real quick. I won't be responding to any chats because I just got the news from Instagram that Mean Gene Okerlund has passed away at 76. Mean Gene Okerlund was just at a convention a month or two ago. I saw some autographs, or I saw some photos of him at the convention. So I just wanted to, look, we lose wrestlers all the time. I mean, we lose these guys from our childhood, these heroes pass away at alarming numbers, and that's always been the trend. And there were a couple of big ones. There were many big ones in 2018. And there's been many big ones for the past 10, 15 years. But Mean Gene Okerlund, I mean, when you talk about memories of early WWF, and that's when, you guys know that's when my, love for the WWF and Hulk Hogan and wrestling in general started in 1984. And there was a voice that accompanied the images that I saw on the television. And yes, Vince McMahon was certainly one of those voices, but Mean Gene Okerlund had a voice that compared to nobody else's. His look, his delivery, his style, and his voice was perfect for what they were trying to create with him, the image that they were trying to create. This tiny, weaselly, used car salesman interviewer, Mean Gene Okerlund, pulled off the part perfectly. And we got to even wonder, was it a part that he was playing? Because, that perfect bald haircut, that perfect, mustache, the voice, like I said, the facial expressions, the delivery, for what they were looking to do, for what they were looking to accomplish, nobody in the world could have played the Mean Gene Okerlund character better than Mean Gene Okerlund. Without Mean Gene, the promos, the wrestlers would not have created the promos that they created. Mean Gene was a director. He was a producer of these promos. His responses to some of the things that the wrestlers would say would lead to more things that the wrestlers would say. I mean, he led these conversations. And, as you know, of course, back then, wrestlers weren't always the greatest, they didn't put that much effort. Promos weren't scripted back then. Promos weren't written by writers. Promos were, you were given a topic, you were given a time period, you got 30 seconds, you're fighting Randy Savage at the Garden, go. And so you could see how a lot of promos were stuttering and stammering, and guys were just repeating themselves over and over again, and Mean Gene would be there to direct and to lead the promo, and to guide the wrestlers into direction that the promo needed to go. And again, like I said, the Mean Gene character could not have been played any better than by Gene Okerlund. It's sad. This is sad. I don't know. Like I said, the memories of me watching WWF wrestling as a kid in my room in 1984 or 1985, the voice, Gene Okerlund and his voice is synonymous with WWF 80s wrestling. I had no idea. I got a Instagram message, and then of course I looked around and saw it. I didn't know he was sick. I had no idea. My only regret is that I never got to meet him. He'd been at many conventions. He was at Chiller last year, the Chiller that I was at. I saw him sitting at the table signing autographs, and I did not meet him. And obviously that's a regret. So this is a big one, guys. Mean Gene Okerlund has passed away. A terrible way to start off the new year as far as wrestling news. This is a big one. This is a major, major memory of childhood. That voice, that, like I said, that voice and my memories of WWF wrestling go together. They are forever linked together. The voice of Mean Gene Okerlund, the look of Mean Gene Okerlund, and my childhood. So rest in peace, Mean Gene, wherever you are. And it's a sad day. Take care, guys.